Khan, Shalom, Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. First thing and foremost, all praises is due only unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honor goes out to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone GMS who rule well, who teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Alright, enough respect to the brothers pushing this gospel, noising this gospel, right, throughout the four corners of this world, right, in sincerity and in truth. Abaratazah, which means Father willing. So Father willing, this lesson is edifying. And I'm sure you're privy to this news by now. All right. This whole story, actually. Okay. Sure you're privy to it. All right. And, yeah. These Edomite couples, man, they've got a wallop to pay for. Okay. So, as you can see, I've got this article from NBCnews.com, which was put up on the 21st of March, 2025. Okay, so it's recent. Yeah. And you can see the headline, man, alright? Couple sentenced to hundreds of years in prison for forcing adopted BLACK children to work as slaves, alright? Israelite children, Southern Kingdom children to work as slaves. Sick, man. Alright? These two brutes right there, man. Yeah. We got a lot to pay for, man. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright? They adopted 5 Israelite Southern Kingdom children and held them captive. Right? In a barn. Like animals. And treated them as slaves. So, a white West Virginia couple found guilty of forcing their 5 adopted black children to work as, open quote, slaves, end quote, on their farm, was sentenced to hundreds of years in prison. Jean K. Whitefeather, 63 years old, was sentenced Wednesday to 215 years in prison. Her husband, Donald Lance, 64, received 160 years. You brought these kids to West Virginia, a place as I know as almost heaven, and put them in hell. Almost heaven. America's hell, man. Circuit Court Judge Mary Claire Akers said, according to NBC affiliate, the court will now put you in yours. May God have mercy on your souls, because this court will not, she said. Yeah, he saw you doomed, man. The couple adopted the children from a shelter for homeless and vulnerable youths. Whitefeather and Lance were living in Minnesota at the time and moved the children to Washington State in 2018 and then West Virginia in 2023, the Associated Press AP reported. They were found in October 2023 after Kanawha County Sheriff's deputies went to the Sissonville home to conduct a welfare check. A neighbor reported seeing Lance lock a girl and her teenage brother in a shed and leave. Alright, a shed then. Alright. But, barn. Sure they would have done that too. The sheriff's office said the 2 children in the shed had no running water or bathroom and had been deprived of adequate hygienic care and food. Lord, the terrible conditions they were in. The children said they slept on the concrete floor and had been locked inside for about 12 hours before they were found. Another girl was found inside the home. Jeez, man. It's wickedness, man. When Lance arrived home, he had another child with him and led the deputies to a friend's home where the 5th child was staying. An indictment alleged that the couple targeted the children for forced labor because of their race. They were charged with human trafficking, child neglect, forced labor, and other crimes. You see that? You see? Now imagine if, let's say, an Israelite couple did that to an child or Edomite children. Oh dear. That would not stop being on the news. I could say that right now. And oh my days, things would be worse for them. You see, our people, the Israelites, our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelite foreigner speckled bird, all right? Majority of our people fail to get it through their thick skulls, the E harbors a perpetual, right? The word perpetual means never ending, okay? E harbors a perpetual hatred towards us, all right? Me included, all right? Okay. He will forever have that hostile mentality towards us, me included, all right? Us children of Israel, all right? Let's go to the book of Amos. We'll get this in the Amplified Translation version. Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. Which reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh." When you see the word Lord in all capitals, it's talking about the Heavenly Father Yahweh, okay? "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, the descendants of Esau, and for 4 multiplied delinquencies, I will not reverse its punishment or revoke my word concerning it, because he pursued his brother Jacob, Israel, okay, from whom the 12 tribes, the 12 sons would come from, Jacob, right? 12 tribes of Israel, all right, with the sword, because he pursued his brother Jacob with the sword, corrupting and stifling his compassions and casting off all mercy. His destructive anger raged continually, and he maintained and nurtured his wrath forever." You see that? So who's the brother of Jacob? All right. You see, the power we serve is a pure and righteous power, and he will surely pay them back for all that they have done, all that they have committed towards the children of Israel. You see, this devil, yeah, they've maintained and nurtured their wrath, okay? They've even humbled themselves and been all friendly and nicey with you to try and, play like they're your best friend, get on your side and, and be all loving towards you. See, but the elect ain't going to be deceived by that. You see? And we see right through your devils through the Spirit. Okay? Alright? Let's go from there to the book of 2 Thessalonians. Chapter 1 and verse 6 in the NIV. New International Version, which reads, "Yahweh is just. He will pay back trouble to those who trouble you." You see? To who? Us Israelites? Alright, recompense. Okay? And that means payback. These devils have troubled us, along with these heathens, but oh, you've done some atrocious things. Alright? Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Chapter 35. We'll go straight to the point, verse 5, but we'll get this in the, New King James Version. Alright? And it reads, "Because you have had an ancient hatred, and have shed the blood of the children of Yasha'Allah by the power of the sword at the time of their calamity, when their iniquity came to an end." Verse 6, "Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Power, Yahweh, I will prepare you for blood, and blood shall pursue you. Since you have not hated blood, therefore blood shall pursue you." Verse 7, "Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it the one who leaves and the one who returns." You see that? So there you have it, man. Okay? That perpetual hatred. They've always had that. And they always will. Okay? Even if it's your next door Edomite neighbor. Alright? Let's go from there. Same book, Ezekiel. We'll go to chapter 25. Reading verses 12 to 14. In the New King James Version again. Alright? See, this is prophecy, man. Alright? Prophecy to say before it occurs. Alright? Verse 12. Thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, because of what Edom did against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and has greatly offended by avenging itself on them. Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand against Edom, cut off man and beast from it, and make it desolate from Teman. Dedan shall fall by the sword. 14. I will lay my vengeance on Edom by the hand of my people Israel, that they may do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power Yahweh. Alright. So yeah. And this is the Most High. This is part of the Most High establishing his righteousness. Okay. See, this happened, in the ancient world, man. See, these old spirits are doing the same thing today. All right. In the reincarnation. Let's go to 2nd Chronicles, chapter 28, and verse 17. And it reads, For again the Edomites had come and smitten Judah and carried away captives. All right. And that article that we just read is an example of this. All right. Treated those children as slaves, man. Okay. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Go to verse 10 in the Amplified version. Okay. Sometimes it's good to, read other translations. All right. Future prophecy. All right. Because of the violence you did against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you completely, and you shall be cut off forever. All right. Let's jump down to verse 18. In the New King James version. Okay. The house of Jacob, like southern kingdom, shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph, northern kingdom, a flame. But the house of Esau shall be stubble. They shall kindle them and devour them, and no survivor shall remain of the house of Esau, for Ha'adawan Yahweh has spoken. All right. Yeah. So this is the fate of E. Okay, for what they've done to the nation of Israel, man. It's prophesied that both, southern kingdom and northern kingdom are being, brought back together. All right. Right now it's the elect, but ultimately, it will be, the entire house of Israel in the kingdom. Okay. And yeah, all you heathen nations. All right. And of course, E. All right. The worst heathen of them all are all going to be serving out captivity in the kingdom of heaven under us Israelites as slaves for 1,000 years. All right. Brutal punishments. Okay. Now, we ain't going to cannibalize you and do these horrible things that, like, disgusting things that he did to us, like butt break us and things like that. Okay. We ain't going to do that to you. We ain't going to cannibalize you. We're not going to butt break you and things like that. All right. But, our minds are going to meditate terror, man. Like scripture says. Okay. That's going to be for 1,000 years, and then Esau will be done away with. These other nations will go back to their land and things like that and be tributaries to us. Like the Moabites, the Hamites, the Ishmaelites, Ammonites, Japhites. All right. But the standard of the Bible, that's going to be throughout the whole. That's going to be, throughout the whole earth. Okay. The law, statutes, commandments is what's going to reign throughout the whole earth. Okay. We're going to be judging. See? Lord willing, I'm part of that. All right. See ya. In fact, let's get one more. Book of Zechariah, chapter 2, verse 8. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. All right? We're the apple of the Lord's eye, man. You see? That's why it's a righteous thing. All right? For the Lord to recompense tribulation to those that trouble us, man. Okay? You touch something precious to the Lord, which is us. Okay? So you have to get punished for that, man. Okay? Yeah, all these nations touch us, but you forwarded the affliction, man. The amount of things you've done, and there's more being revealed, right? As well, and things that you've neglected to mention as well, that you concealed as well, that you've done to us, okay, and still doing to us today. All right. So yeah, I'll link the article to this, in the description box. Oh, there's more. Yeah, Whitefeather apologized to the children during the sentencing. Yeah, she means that. She don't mean that. The youngest child said they were taught to laugh at their siblings and had to watch a lot of the abuse. Look at the trauma that they have to endure. Okay, it's gonna stay in them. So yeah, there you have it, man. Can't leave your children with E. Of course they didn't, but they were adopted. But just it goes to show, man. See, these devils have to be taken out of power. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.